I will share. I already prepared this solution. I just nak to highlight saja apa special sangat these two question. Okay, so nanti solution tu you will go through. Okay, because which I believe, okay, we have discussed so many questions before this, and then I just need to highlight the new things saja. Okay, from the question itself. Okay, apa sebenarnya new things that you should focus on? Yang lain tu mungkin sama, contohnya adjustment sama, okay, NCI treatment sama, okay. So apa yang new things yang you should aware that being highlighted by cake, muffin and bun together with another exercise, mewah, kaya and senang. Okay, so let's look at the question first. Okay. Okay. Alright. So this is question that I have shared with you in Google Classroom. Question number 2. Ni soalan lama ni, basi dah ni dah. Okay, soalan basi, soalan hari raya dah. Nak habis dah hari raya. Okay, so cake, muffin and bun. Okay. The things that I would like to highlight, okay, in this question actually the acquisition during the year, okay, which this question is similar with mewah, mewah, kaya and also senang. Okay, so these two questions covering about the acquisition of subsidiary during the year, which is the acquisition period dia adalah less than 1 year. Okay, so as usual lah, okay. So this is the question. Financial year ended year is the 30th June 2020. Alright. Okay, and then the group structure that being discussed here actually based on fellow subsidiary. Kalau final year macam ni lah, fellow subsidiary. So fellow maknanya very straightforward. Okay, cakes acquired 60% of muffin and cakes also acquired 80% of bun. Okay, so the things that difference here is that in terms of acquisition period, cake acquired muffin, okay, on 1st July 2016, which is for the past 4 years. Betul kelas? Dah 4 tahun dah. Kan? 1st July 2016 till 30th June 2020. Is it 4 years?
Yes.
Okay. However, cake acquired 80% of bun on 1st January 2020. So from 1st January 2020 till our accounting period end 30th June 2020 is 6 months. Okay, 6 bulan. So meaning to say that semua item dalam CSOPL sahaja. Okay, CSOPL. Okay, tak masuk dalam statement of changes in equity, tak affected ya. Dalam CSOPL sahaja. Okay, so the all items belong to bun should be apportioned 6/12. So revenue, cost of sales, operating expenses and also taxation should be apportioned 6/12. Whatever adjustment should not be apportioned. Remember? Maknanya kita assume the transaction, intercompany transaction provided with regards to bun is already take into consideration period acquisition dia yang 6 bulan tu. So jangan nanti apa-apa transaction, intercompany transaction with regards to bun, you bagi portion juga. Tak. Yang you nak portion hanya item from CSOPL. Okay, that's number 1. Okay, with regards to the acquisition during the year. Okay, and then for the consideration transferred, okay, cake over muffin, there are 2 elements, okay, comprises of 2 elements. The first one kat sini, the purchase consideration was settled by exchanging 1 share in cake for every 2 shares in muffin. Maknanya 1/2. Okay, siapa punya share? Muffin. Okay, untuk mana K, which is holding company, we issue their shares, 1 unit shares for every 2 shares of Muffin. So berapa nilai share owned by Muffin? 100 million. So 1/2 times 100 million dapat unit. Kita nak cari consideration transferred. The unit must be in RM. So kita kena cari amount share price of the share on DOA. So the information provided here. Okay. So nak ambil share price siapa? Share price holding ke share price subsidiary? Soalan saya. Nak ambil share price siapa punya? Cake ke Muffin?
Cake.
Share price apa? Okay. Isu dia senang je. Siapa bayar pada siapa? Siapa nak bayar pada siapa?
Cake bayar tu Muffin.
Bila kita cake bayar pada Muffin, maknanya share price cake. So share price cake nilai dia RM3. So kalikan dengan 3, so you akan dapat 150,000. Betul? 1/2 times 100 million times 3. Okay, share price mesti siapa yang nak bayar. Okay, this is regards to purchase consideration. Cake akan bayar pada Muffin. So, siapa yang issue share? Cake. So, cake kena kalikan dengan share price cake. Okay, so dapat 150,000 plus the cash payment 20 million. So, the total CT is 170,000. Ini penting ya kelas, sebab soalan ada minta determine goodwill on the acquisition of Muffin. Goodwill or bargain purchase of Muffin. So mesti ada information on CT. Okay, kalau CT salah, goodwill salah, impairment pun kan salah. Okay, so banyaklah tempat yang akan affected. Okay, and then a part of information dalam additional information number 1 juga kita ada revaluation untuk asset Muffin, which is under value. Okay, under value. Okay, because of the fair value 2 million in excess of its book value. Okay, but the fair value is greater than book value, so meaning that under value. Okay, book value is under value. So, dah settle, and then goodwill on the acquisition of Muffin was impaired. So, soalan dah mention kat sini, we should have impairment on 30th June 2018. But, yang missing kat sini adalah amount goodwill. That's why soalan minta you all calculate goodwill of Muffin. Okay, you need to get the amount of goodwill first, then baru multiply with the 50%. Okay, that's with regards to number 1. Number 2, this is acquisition during the year, which is for 6 months. Okay, you will be given amount pre-reserve, pre-general reserve. Okay, remember on DOA, okay, we must have, wajib ada pre-retained profit, because pre-retained profit business been set up for profit, okay, for profit making. So profit ni mesti ada, tapi dalam information number 2 nilai profit tak diberi. What be the pre-retained profit? Okay, betul kelas? Dia hanya pre-reserve je bagi, pre-general reserve. How about pre-retained profit? Berapa nilai dia kelas? Anyone? This is acquisition during the year. Berapa nilai? Pre-retained profit. Saya kata kalau tak ada pre-retained profit, wajib, hukum dia wajib cari. Ni tak ada ni. Pre-retained profit. Compared to information number 1, dia bagi pre-retained profit 12 million. But for BUN, there's no information on pre-retained profit. How much, class? Siapa yang buat? Can you share? What be your pre-retained profit for BUN? Salah tak apa. I just want to know je. What be the pre-retained profit?
63,000.
Berapa?
63,000.
63. Betul? 63,000.
Yes, saya dapat enter.
63,000. Okay, tak apa. Okay, saya tak kata ni betul, ni salah. Okay, tak apa. I just want to know that someone have done their job. Okay, they dah attempt to the question. Because today is a discussion. Alright. So, soalan ni kena attempt. Bukannya study solution. Kalau you study solution, you takkan faham. You faham solution soalan tu saja. Okay, you kena baca soalan, buat, baru compare dengan solution yang saya share. Okay, jangan study solution. Okay, untuk 620 tak jalan tu. Okay, kalau you study solution, nanti itulah yang ada final nanti disalin solution mana tak tahu. Figure tak tahu mana tak tahu. Dia salin, dia copy solution yang mana yang ada depan mata dia. Okay, sebab dia dah selalu dah get used macam tu. Alright. Alright, boleh? Alright, so CC3, tak apa, nanti kita akan discuss what be the right answer. Is it 63 or other figures? Tadi kelas pagi tadi, dia jawab 70,000. Okay, so I get another figures, tak apa. Okay, so the bargain purchase is given. Bila ada bargain purchase, so untuk BUN, kita perlu lagi proceed dengan step number 1, determine goodwill or bargain purchase. Alright, dah tak perlu proceed lah sebab dah ada bargain purchase. Okay, next. Okay, so if you look at here, the acquisition period ni 6 months. This is current year, 6 months. So bila ada bargain purchase ni akan affected dalam SOPL because this is acquisition during the year. So whatever bargain purchase akan appear dalam SOPL because this is current year transaction. Okay, number 3, number 4 ni benda yang sama. We have discussed so many times. Okay, with regards to intercompany transactions. Okay, this one is sales of inventory. Okay, yang remain unsold another 60%. Okay, so kita akan you akan kira lah berapa lagi tinggal yang unrealized profit for the remain unsold. Okay, and then you're using cost, markup dia cost plus 25%. So markup dia mesti 25 divided by 1 to 5. Okay, number 4 is another sales of asset but this time around is with regards to PPE. Okay, and then item yang diberi ada item depreciable asset. So since the machine is disposed at profit, so depreciation will be over provided. Okay, always remember when you are dealing with sales of asset, okay, sama ada depreciable or non-depreciable, tengok siapa seller because unrealized profit will be affected in the seller's account. Okay, alright, that's dia punya question. Alright, let's look at dia punya answer. Okay, ini saya dah buat dah. Yang ni yang saya sempat buat pagi tadi. Untuk mewah tu saya buat halfway saja, half cook. Okay, so untuk completekan dia, you all kena fill in the blank. Okay, so this is the things that I would like to highlight. I dah letak in red color. Okay, so remember I said that whatever belongs to BUN should be a portion 6/12. Okay, if you look at here, revenue, cost of sales, income, investment income, okay, 3,000 ni. BUN tak ada. Okay, that's why tak ada merah kat sini. Alright. And then operating expenses ada 29, okay. And then taxation, okay, 25,000. Okay, this is 40 million, okay, revenue. This is inter-purchase which come from information number 3. Okay, inter-purchase and inter-sales 40 million. Okay, BUN sold to cake. Alright, and then 4,800. Yang ni saya delete the last 30 Patutnya figure ni semua in million. Okay, saya tak nak delete 6 digit. Nanti nampak simple and then takut confuse. Okay, yang ni nampak macam clear sikit. Okay, 4,800. This one is this one we got apa? Ni tu unrealized profit. Okay, unrealized profit for sales of inventory current year. Okay, come from information number 3 tadi lah. Okay, inter-sales, inter-purchase, and what will be the unrealized profit dia for 60% tadi with the markup dia 25 divided by 125. Okay, dapat 4,800. Okay, gain on disposal kena minus 2 million ni, 2,000. This is with regards to information number 4. Okay, unrealized profit 2 million. So kosong. Okay, investment income. Okay, so investment income here, soalan dah stated ada bracket dekat question, including intra-group dividends paid in June. So maknanya whatever dividend paid or received by the received from the subsidiary. So investment income ni ada intra-group transaction with regards to dividend received. So kena tolak. Okay, tengok CSOCIE. Okay, we have ordinary dividend paid by Muffin. Okay, Muffin 2005. Muffin should provide 60% to dia punya holding company which is cake. So ada intercompany kat situ kan. So tolak 60%. This is direct controlling sahaja. Okay, and then BUN also need to distribute 80% to cake. Okay, sebab kat sini itu dah ada including, maksudnya holding dah pun terima dividen from subsidiary. So kena keluarkan balik. Okay, operating expenses, okay, minus 400. So this 400 come from information number 4. Okay, remember tadi sold of machine at profit 2 million. And then kita ada depreciation kat situ over provided. Ya ke? Betul, depreciation over provided. Okay, so 2 million divided by 5 years useful life dapat 400. So minus. Kenapa minus? Sebab depreciation kat sini adalah over provided. Kenapa depreciation over provided? Because machine had been disposed at profit. Kalau profit, over provided. Kalau over, tolak. Kalau under, tambah. Last, impairment on goodwill. Okay, sekejap. Saya nak buka switch. Okay. Kenapa impairment on goodwill less? Sebab soalan kata kat sini, information number 1, goodwill on acquisition of Muffin was impaired on 30th June 2018. Like previous year, current year tak ada impairment. So meaning to say that impairment yang you all calculate dekat information number 1 tu will only affected in the CSOCIE. Okay, dalam SOPL tak affected. Okay, bagi purchase, yes, we need to include here because we have acquisition during the year. Okay, and then total, this is, nanti you dah bercek ya betul tak total yang saya buat ni. Alright, and then we get the PAT attributable to, this was working for NCI. Okay, so profit after tax Muffin 60. So Muffin do not have any adjustment. Kalau you check from information number 1 until the end, until number 6, there is no transaction or adjustment with regards to retained profit Muffin. Tak ada. So kosong. Okay, preference share pun tak ada because if you go through the question, there is no such information on preference share capital. Kalau preferential capital tak ada, preferential dividend pun will not be available. Okay, so dapat nilainya 24,000. Okay, but for BUN, okay, so whatever figure come from SOPL should be a portion. So PAT of BUN come from statement of profit and loss 56,000. Kena portion 6/12. But adjustment tak perlu. Hanya item which you are taken from SOPL should be a portion. Less unrealized profit. Okay, this is with regards to information number 4. Okay, unrealized profit 4,800. Itu saja dan times dengan NCI, so you get total NCI 28640. Okay, 26840. Okay, then total holding company will be balancing figure. Okay, boleh? Okay, dan transfer dekat SOCIE profit for the year, whatever your answer tadi, PAT attributable to holding and also NCI. Okay, so since we have acquisition during the year, which is only 6 months, kita must include this line item, acquisition during the year. Okay, so yang ni indirect CT ni saya masukkan saja, tapi kita, because kita punya group structure is fellow tak ada indirect CT, so that's why dash saja. Okay, ordinary share dividend saya rasa tak ada masalah, you all dah tahu, should be direct controlling sahaja. Okay, let's look at retained profit brought forward, opening. Okay, retained profit, okay, ni 85,000 come from SOCIE, opening profit for cakes. Okay, minus 50,200. What is this class? This is impairment on goodwill previous year. Yang ada dekat additional information number 1, dia kata goodwill on acquisition of Muffin was impaired by 50%. Okay, impaired by 50%. Since I did not show you the working how to calculate the goodwill here, so that will be your task. Okay, answer A, calculate the goodwill on the acquisition. Okay, so you akan dapat nanti total goodwillnya adalah sebanyak nak berapa ni? Your total goodwill should be amount dia. Okay, goodwill is 100.4 million. Okay, 100.4 million. Lepas tu last dengan impairment 50%. So impairment on goodwill will be totalnya 50.2 million. Sebab 50%. So tolak dekat SOCIE. Kenapa tolak dekat SOCIE? Sebab that one come from 2016. 2018. Okay, dia punya impairment. Bukannya current year. Okay, then that's all that we have with regards to previous year transaction. Okay, and then we proceed with the retained profit of Muffin opening 90,000 less than the pre-retained profit is provided, information number 1. Okay, tak ada previous year transaction with regards to Muffin. So kita dapat total post retained profit 78,000 times dengan holding punya percentage 60%. Okay, BUN, okay, macam kita dah discuss sebelum ni. Okay, itu dah discuss, dia punya acquisitionnya 1 year. So whatever acquisition yang 1 year or less, macam ni je jawapan dia. Acquisition during the year. So will not be affected in the treatment of opening retained profit. Okay? Boleh? Alright. Yang masuk dalam retained profit adjustment ni, opening retained profit, working 1, hanya untuk acquisition of subsidiary, alright, holding dan juga subsidiary which have been acquired more than 1 year. Maknanya mesti lebih daripada 1 tahun. Kalau 1 tahun or less, will not be affected here. So RP of BUN dash sahaja. So I just put here acquisition during the year. Why is not affected here? Because BUN has been acquired for only 6 months. Kalau 1 year pun tak affected It mesti more than 1 year. Okay, this is NCI. Okay, so NCI, item number 6 mentioned is using partial goodwill. Okay, so bila partial goodwill, kita kena prepare lah fair value net asset dahulu. Okay, dapatkan ni more NCI. So this is item yang kita can gather from the information from the question. Ordinary share capital, pre-retained profit, pre-retained reserve is provided. Okay, ARR adalah adjustment on the revaluation tadi of undervalue to 2 million. Okay, so times dengan NCI 40%. Okay, add post retained profit. Okay, working ni berkaitan. Okay, kat atas ni ada post retained profit Muffin. Okay, dekat Muffin ada post. Kalau post ni bawa ke bawah. Okay, kalau kat atas ni 78 million times 60%, kat bawah NCI mesti kalikan dengan 40%. Okay, since we don't have information on preferred share capital, so this is the total untuk Muffin. Okay, so yang NCI yang holding akan letak bawah kolom group retain profit. Yang Muffin under column NCI. Because this is NCI, part for NCI. Kenapa tak masukkan dengan BUN? Sebab BUN adalah acquisition during the year. So kita kena asingkan. So BUN kena kira asingkan, kena kira separately. Okay, kalau tak kita boleh total up saja dua-dua ni. Okay, untuk subsidiaries. Tapi now, because of the acquisition period is totally different. One is acquisition year adalah 4 years. The other one is less than 1 year. So kita kena split. Okay, so this is for BUN. Okay, yang ni pun ada trick kat sini. Dibagi unit ya. Kita nak RM. Okay, kena kali 2. Okay, this is information number 2. Dia kata comprise of 50 million ordinary share at RM2 each. Ada yang tak 50,000 kat sini? Adakah yang tak 50,000? Ingat ya, yang ini fair value, so nilainya mesti RM. So kena kali 2. Okay, pre-retained profit diberi. Ni adalah pre-general reserve is provided. Pre-retained profit kena kira. Ini adalah dia punya detail working. Total pre-retained profit adalah 98,000. Okay, saya tunjuk. Okay, always remember kalau you ada acquisition 1 year or less than 1 year. Contoh acquisition 1 year or less than 1 year. Okay, saya ambil contoh soalan yang ni. Okay, dia punya accounting period end 20. Okay, dia punya accounting period start on 1st July 19. Okay, so untuk BUN, dia punya DOA is during the year 1st January 20. Maknanya 6 month. Okay, so kalau saya kata 1 year, okay, so DOA dia kat sini. Kalau DOA kat sini tak ada masalah. Okay, so kita tu dapat, okay, this is a pre-retained profit. Contoh soalan ni. Kalau lah DOA dia untuk BUN adalah pada 1st July 19. So pre-retained profit untuk BUN will be 70,000 dekat CSOCIE. Okay, retained profit at 1st July 2019. But now dia kata less than 1 year. Kita ada adalah pada 6 bulan kemudian. Maknanya 6 months saja. Maknanya this BUN become a subsidiary to K only for 6 months. Ni dah jadi subsidiary. Okay. So bukan DOA-nya kat sini. DOA-nya adalah during the year. So nak cari dia punya figure ni jadikan selalu buat time frame kena aku nampak. Okay, PAT profit after tax, maknanya profit for the year. Okay, and that 30th June 2020 for BUN is given dalam SOPL nilainya 56,000. Betul ya kelas? Betul? Betul?
Betul.
So PAT adalah profit for the year. Okay, profit after tax untuk tahun semasa setahun. So this is for 12 months. Kita nak cari what be the pre-retained profit here. So dapatkan ni pre-retained profit yang mestilah pre-retained profit. Because pre-retained profit ni accumulated item nature the accumulated item. Okay, so pre on 1st July 19 plus dengan yang 6 month. Ni untuk period ni. Dan kita akan dapatlah nilai kat sini. Alright, so 56,000 ni kita kalikan dengan 6 per 12. Sebab tu dalam soalan SOPL dia akan ada item number 5 iaitu all items in the income statement are deemed to accrue evenly. Maknanya kita boleh function accordingly. Okay. So yang ni dapatlah amount dia 28,000. So nilai pre mestilah 70 opening plus dengan 6 month period before that. So 28. So total pre is 98,000. Boleh kelas? Kalau soalan tu bukannya one year, macam ni lah cara nak kira. Kalau 1 year senang, tengok SOCIE what be the opening balance for the retained profit. Okay? Ada soalan? So dalam working saya tunjuk detail. Alright? So nilainya adalah 56 times 6 over 12, 28. Okay? 6 over 12 ni adalah daripada 1 Julai 19 sehingga 1st January 20. Bukannya 6 month masa subsidiary, 6 month before that. Okay? Boleh? So dapatlah figure. Okay? So figure yang holding tadi 34800 transfer to column group. Campur dengan ni. Campur dengan ni 81600. Okay, 81600. NCI ni NCI Muffin 77600. Kita kena split kan because one is acquisition 4 years, the other one is 6 months. Okay, 77600 under column NCI je tapi dekat item opening. And then during the year createkan satu lagi dia punya line item acquisition during the 1 year. Kalau 1 year pun kat sini juga acquisition during the year. Okay, ada soalan? Ada soalan? Do you have any question class?
InsyaAllah tak ada, madam. Faham.
Okay. Alright, let's look at the mewah, kaya and senang. Okay, soalan ni sama seperti cake, muffin and bun. Okay, cuma a part of the acquisition period yang less than 1 year. Okay, one of the acquisition of subsidiary is less than 1 year. Saya nak highlight juga satu lagi ada a few transaction yang melibatkan previous year. Okay, so information paragraph yang pertama. Okay, so this group structure untuk soalan mewah, kaya dan senang adalah mixed group structure. Okay, this is for mixed group structure. So mewah acquired 90% of kaya. Kaya and mewah later on we acquired controlling in senang. Okay, so this one 1st August 2016. Accounting period end 31st December 2020. Ni lama ni, 4 tahun lebih. Okay, lama dah. Okay, mewah acquired kaya. But kaya acquired senang current year 1st September 2020. So senang become a subsidiary to kaya for how many months class? For how many months? Berapa bulan? 4 months. Okay. From 1st September until 31st December 2020. Okay. So another things that we need to aware here is that no, okay, kalau untuk mewah dengan kaya, soalan already provide the information on goodwill. The goodwill on this acquisition was 20 million and 10% was impaired in the current year. Okay, even though the acquisition had taken place 4 years plus, for the past 4 years, but the impairment dia adalah tahun semasa. Okay, so impairment ni akan masuk dalam SOPL, current year. Okay, why kaya dengan senang pula? Dia kata no impairment on goodwill for the current year. So apa yang you faham from this sentence, class? From that statement, no impairment on goodwill for the current year. Apa maksud dia? Apa maksud
Dapat
dia?
goodwill.
Maksudnya apa? Apa maksud dia? Do you need to proceed with the step number 1? Determine goodwill or bargain purchase? Should you?
No.
Kenapa tak? Kenapa tak? Kenapa tak, kelas?
Kena, madam.
Ha?
Kena.
Kena pula. Kenapa kena? Nanti tak pula. Alright. Bila you dapat this kind of statement, no impairment on goodwill for the current year. Maksudnya, acquisition kaya dengan senang menghasilkan goodwill. Okay? Menghasilkan goodwill. Maknanya kalau you calculate nanti, you akan dapat goodwill. Okay? Which you don't need to calculate pun. Okay? Sebab apa? Sebab kita deal dengan SOPL. Bila kita deal dengan SOPL, dalam SOPL yang affected hanya expenses, which is impairment. So, you tak perlu determine pun dia punya berapa total goodwill. Faham? Sebenarnya kat sini yang dia goodwill, tapi soalan tak beritahu what will be the total goodwill. Cuma soalan beritahu that goodwill tak ada impairment. So maknanya kalau kira pun you buang masa sebab memang tak ada impairment because soalan ni kita hanya deal dengan SOPL. But sekiranya soalan ni adalah soalan final, yes, you need to determine what will be the total goodwill. Faham, kelas? Faham?
Faham.
Sebab you kena ingat nanti test 2 you nanti hanya deal dengan SOPL dan SOCIE. Okay, kalau ada macam ni tak perlu kira goodwill sebab goodwill tak affected pun dalam SOCIE or dalam SOPL unless we have impairment on goodwill. Okay, bukan maksud kita no impairment on goodwill ni maksudnya jawapan dia adalah bargain purchase. Tak. Dia memang dapat goodwill cuma dia beritahu tak ada impairment. Okay, right. Itu yang kedua. Yang pertama tadi acquisition period untuk senang less than 1 year. Okay. Mewah also acquired 10% ordinary share in Senang. Tarikh yang diberi sama seperti acquisition kaya over Senang. Okay. Tak ada masalah because this is a mixed group structure. So kita ada direct controlling. Okay. Sebab yang induk kat sini ataupun holding adalah Mewah. So Mewah acquired Kaya. So Kaya is a subsidiary to Mewah. Okay, through direct controlling. Okay, Senang is a subsidiary to Kaya and also at the same time is subsidiary to Mewah melalui controlling interest. Okay, Mewah dengan Kaya. Dan juga ada direct controlling Mewah dengan Senang, which is information number 2. So, kalau kita ambil yang punya indirect controlling 90% ini 90% kalikan dengan 80%, 40 million divided by 80%. Okay, indirect controlling 90% times dengan 80% dapat 72%. At the same time, mixed group structure. dia ada direct controlling tadi, mewah over senang 10% plus dengan 10%. So maknanya total controlling mewah over senang adalah sebanyak 82%. Bila 82%, NCI dia adalah 18%. Okay, dah bagi dah, soalan dah bagi dah. That's why 18% is NCI for senang because mewah acquired senang through direct plus indirect which in total 82%. Okay, kaya, mewah acquired kaya 90%, therefore NCI dia 10%. Boleh? So soalan dah bagi dah. Tak nak kira pun tak apa. Tolak je. Kalau 80%, kalau 100% minus 18 means that dia punya controlling interest mewah over senang should be 82%. Okay, kaedah yang digunakan untuk NCI adalah fair value. Okay, maknanya full goodwill. Okay, alright. So saya nak highlight ialah transaction number 4 and number 5. Okay. For information number number 4 and number 5. Okay, ada dua perkara kat sini saya nak highlight. Both actually related to sales of asset. Okay, mana satu dia tadi? Inilah. Okay, banyak sangat kertasnya. Tak tahulah. I don't know where I put the. Okay. Alright, let's look at number 4. Okay. On 1st January 2018, previous year. Betul kelas? Previous year. Current period kita adalah 2020. 31st December 2020. Maknanya for the whole year 2020 is considered as a current year. This is happened in 2018. Mewah, which is the seller, sold a machinery, which is the PPE, okay, of 11 million to Kaya for 15 million. So we have profit here, gain on disposal, total 4 million. Betul? Betul kelas?
Betul.
Okay. And then since the asset that involved is depreciable asset with the remaining useful life 4 years, okay, so kita ambil 4 million tadi profit divided by 4 years, maknanya depreciation per annum will be 1 million. Okay, so remember depreciation adalah item expenses. Okay, alright. So tengok kat sini, ini adalah sales of asset last year. Okay, so dia punya unrealized profit, okay, ataupun akan mengurangkan profit of mewah. So since last year, so dia tak akan affect dalam CSOPL because CSOPL hanya current year. Kecuali asset 4. Okay. This item is depreciable asset. Okay. Which, how many years class? From 1st January 2018 until 31st December 2020. How many years? Berapa tahun?
3.
3 years. Kan saya kata, kalau kita melibatkan previous year, kalau 3 years maknanya 2 plus 1. Betul? Betul? 2 plus 1?
Betul.
So this one untuk depreciation because depreciation dia memang incur every year. So depreciation akan ada for the past 2 years plus dengan current year. Semua nilainya setahun adalah 1 million. So based on this transaction, maknanya sepatutnya transaction ni adalah last year, okay? Previous year lah, bukan last year, previous year. So dia akan affect dalam CSOCIE. So nanti dekat CSOCIE, retain profit opening mewah, because mewah is the seller, kita kena minus dengan retain profit. The unrealized profit dia 4 million. Pada masa yang sama, kita juga kena tolak dengan previous year depreciation yang 2 tahun tadi. So 1 million times 2. Okay. But for the depreciation current year will be affected dalam CSOPL. Boleh kelas? Boleh? Boleh?
Boleh.
So, dengan kata lain, okay, kalau kita ada transaction macam ni, kalau you melibatkan soalan integrated, maknanya you diberi statement SOPL, you diberi statement SOPI dan juga CSOCIE, soalan final ada 3 integrated. Kalau you ada soal adjustment macam nombor 4 ni, okay, yang pertama, okay, dia akan melibatkan SOPL, which is current year depreciation. Okay, yang 1 year tadi. Itu kesan yang pertama. Yang kedua dalam CSOCIE, you kena minus retain profit opening mewah dengan unrealized profit sebanyak 4 million. Dan juga you kena tambah, okay, depreciation. Sebab jenis entry dia sama ya kelas. Jenis entry dia. Sekejap ya. Saya mana nak contoh kat sini adalah bentuk PDF Okay. Dia punya jenis entry dia sama. Okay, ini adalah unrealized profit. So debitkan retain profit kaya mewah. Okay. Mewah. Okay, kreditkan PPE. Okay, which is machine. And then because it disposed at profit, so depreciation will be over provided. Okay. Over provided, kita akan debitkan accumulated depreciation. Kita akan kreditkan retain profit mewah. Okay, nilai kat sini 4 million. Dekat sini depreciation over provided adalah 4 divided by 4 dapat 1, kalikan dengan 3 years. Okay, maknanya dapat 3. Okay. But kita kena pecahkan 3 ni adalah 2 for previous year and 1 for current year. Okay, so this transaction akan terlibat dalam 3 statement. Yang pertama, okay, dalam SOPL, masukkan nilai ni. Ini SOPL. Lepas tu dalam termasuk dengan nilai ni. Okay. Retain profit ni tolak because debit. Depreciation ni kredit, maksudnya tambah. Dalam CSOCIE kita tambah. Dalam CSOCIE untuk unrealized profit kita tolak. Okay, ikut jenis entry dia. And then satu lagi, nampak banyak kesan dia ni. Simple je transaction dia. Satu lagi dalam SOPI. Yang mana dalam SOPI? Yang ni, SOPI. Ni pergi pada SOPI. Yang ni pun pergi pada SOPI. Mana? Ni nanti. Debit accumulated depreciation, the whole total. Ini pun pergi pada SOPI 3 million. Okay? Boleh kelas? Boleh?
Boleh.
So the effect tu. Alright? So itulah kesan dia. Okay? Kita nampak kat sini, kita kena faham lah kesan dia ada di belakang SOPI. Ini adalah information number 4. Okay. Sebab dia previous year. So tengok ada tak depreciation. Kalau item tu tak ada depreciation, maknanya SOPL tak affected. Hanya CSOCIE dan CSOPL. Okay, let's look at information number kat sini Number 5. Number 5, last year juga. This is last year because in 2019. Okay. So saya nak bagi you nampak kesan dia kalau dia terlibat dengan fixed asset ataupun dia terlibat dengan yang bukan fixed asset. Contohnya goods, inventory. Both are sales of asset. One is depreciable asset ataupun fixed asset. The other one is non-depreciable asset. Okay. So profit dia 5 million. The unrealized profit is in the opening inventory of Mewah were 200,000. Alright class. Ini adalah inventory. Remember kita dah discuss sebelum ni closing inventory. Betul? During the current period, kita ada still lagi yang remain unsold inventory. So kita akan buat debit, retain profit, kreditkan inventory. Betul kelas? Betul?
Betul.
Okay. Yang tu kesannya kat mana kelas? Dekat COS. Betul? Betul?
Betul.
Dekat COS. Okay. So that COS kita tambah. Betul? Tambah closing inventory. Betul? Template untuk COS. Kalau kita ada unrealized profit which come from closing inventory, kita tambah, kita tolak?
Tambah.
Kita tambah. Okay. But now kita deal dengan last year. Last year, nilai ni memang closing. Betul kelas? Sebab itu in 2019, Kaya sold goods to Mewah at the profit. Lepas tu ada yang belum jual. Okay. So bila yang belum jual tu, ini adalah retain profit. Okay. Profit. So profit adalah item accumulated. So nilai yang closing last year akan jadi opening current year. That's why kata the unrealized profit last year is in the opening inventory of Mewah. Okay. So now kita deal dengan opening unrealized profit inventory. Okay. So since dia adalah inventory, so dia akan affect dalam COS. Yang mana kalau closing kita tambah. Kalau opening kita tolak. Boleh? Boleh kelas? Okay. Mana lagi kesan dia? Selain daripada dekat COS dalam CSOPL, satu lagi kesannya adalah dekat CSOCIE. Okay, dekat CSOCIE, retain profit, tengok siapa seller, Kaya. So dekat retain profit opening Kaya, kena minus, okay, because this is retain profit, minus dengan retain profit opening tadi sebanyak 200,000. Okay, boleh? Boleh kelas?
Boleh madam.
Okay, so kesan dia kat situ. Okay, kesannya hanya dekat CSOPL dan juga dalam CSOCIE. Okay. Sekejap lagi senang like. Okay, itu saja. Alright, so let's look at the solution. Solution ni tak complete, saya buat tak habis. Half code saya tadi kan, half code. Okay. Tadi ada figure tapi saya silap kira, so saya delete lah. So I just leave it to you all to completekan this solution. Okay, and that will be the total. Okay, so soalan ni sama seperti cake. Alright, kita kena portion 4/12 untuk all item Senang. Okay, so semua item belongs to Senang, kita portion 4/12. Okay, so as you can see here, this is revenue. Okay, and then cost of sales, And then operating expenses, apa lagi? Other incomes yang senang punya. And then we have finance cost and also taxation. Itu saja yang kita portion for over 12. Then kita masukkan transaction adjustment. Okay. 43 is inter-sales and inter-purchase. Always remember, this is SOPL. So inter-sales and inter-purchase should come from current year transaction. Ni inventory kan, sales of goods. Because dalam soalan kita ada dua sales of goods. Satu soalan item number 5 dan item number 6. Item number 5 last year, item number 6 current year. Kita kena ambil yang current year saja. So 43 million. Okay. So untuk COS kita akan incorporate unrealized profit come from sales of inventory, okay, closing or opening. Okay, so minus 0.2, this is 200,000 tadi information number 5. So kita minus dia punya unrealized profit dah diberi ya. Unrealized profit dia adalah 200,000. So 0.2, okay, plus dengan closing, okay, come from information number 6 in 1.5. Okay, and then operating expenses, yang tertinggal. Operating expenses kita ada dua depreciation kat sini. Yang pertama adalah information number 2. Okay. Yang mana fair value of the building was 8 million more than its carrying amount. So building is undervalued. Okay, bila undervalued, depreciation will be under provided. Okay, 8 million surplus on revaluation divided by 10 years dapat 0.8 under provided because the building is undervalued. Depreciation under kena plus. Satu lagi tertinggal kat sini adalah come from information number 4. Remember tadi sales of machine, kita ada depreciation, okay, over provided 3 years, 2 plus 1. Okay, so the second one will be credit. So kat sini will be tambah 1. Okay, for the current year. Tadi saya tunjuk dah tadi. Current year, mana tadi? Ni. Current year ada 1 million. Okay. So this one kita credit return profit. So kita tambah. Ni ke? This one. Okay. And then dividend from subsidiary. Nama dia subsidiary. Alright. This one mixed group structure. Remember kita ambil direct controlling sahaja. And then it will be subsidiary. Okay. So 20 ni adalah kepunyaan CSOCIE 20 ordinary dividend kaya. Okay. Kita juga ada preference dividend, okay, but we did not include here sebab preference share is not acquired, so tak adalah dividend distribution, okay. Nak tolak kan, distribution tak ada lah. Kalau mewah ada acquired preference share, baru tolak, okay. So ni ordinary share saja, so 20 times dengan 90%, ni untuk mewah dengan kaya. Lepas tu mewah dengan senang is mewah dengan senang ada direct controlling 10%. Tapi 10% tu less than 50%. Dia bukannya subsidiary. Betul kelas? Betul? Betul?
Betul.
Dividen mesti direct controlling. Kalau tengok balik dia punya time frame tadi, tak ada dah time frame tu. Okay? Dia mesti direct saja. So direct ni adalah kaya dengan mewah dengan kaya 90%. Kaya dengan senang 80% direct. So bagi dekat kaya je lah. Okay, sebab dia subsidiary. Kalau tak perlu tolak lagi dengan 10% Ingat tu kelas. Ada nanti tu, oh sebab tu direct juga. Mewah dengan senang 10%. But you must remember this is dividend from subsidiary. 10% is simple investment. Bukannya more than 50%. Okay, kalau direct tengok. Direct tu 10% is simple investment. Associate pun tak sampai. Okay, so ambil yang subsidiary saja more than 50%. So 80%. Dividend from other investment is 2.5, tak ada perubahan. Okay, finance cost settle. Impairment of asset dia kata current year. Walaupun dia dah acquired 4 years 5 months, okay, but dia punya impairment happen in the current year period. So masukkan 20 million goodwill times dengan 10% impairment dapat 2. Bagian purchase tiada. Okay, sebab both dah menghasilkan goodwill, satu ada impairment, satu tak ada impairment. Okay, so macam biasa kita ada juga dalam dalam paragraf 2 kita ada revaluation on DOA dan juga revaluation during the year. Okay, yang ada statement dia kata at the end of the year, the fair value of land had increased by another 3 million. So, another undervalue by 3 million because it increased. So, it makes the book value still lagi less. So, undervalue. So, kita ada lagi another surplus, okay, for the Senang asset 3 million. So, masuk kat sini. Saya letak sini indicator S is Senang. So kenapa perlu letak indikator ni? Sebab senang nanti nak buat. Oh okay, kat NCI kena ambil kalau ada subsidiary. Kalau tak ada kat sini, kalau contohnya yang surplus revaluation ni adalah belongs to mewah. So dekat NCI ni tak ada. Okay, senang kita nak double check. Kalau tak ada kena tengok balik soalan. Okay, so tak indikator. So you tak perlu lagi nak apa ni, revisit balik dia soalan tu, siapa punya aset ni surplus ni, kan jenuh nak cari. Sebab soalan kat sini surplus, it can be holding or subsidiary. Okay, so figure ni salah lah. Okay, total ni salah lah. Okay, so total ni pun salah, so you betulkan. Okay, cari balik. Okay, tak sempat ni. Alright, so TCI attributable, inilah kat sini mesti sama, bawa ke bawah. Lepas tu kali campurkan dengan 3 million times dengan 18%. NCI for Senang. Kenapa for Senang? Sebab this surplus is belong to Senang. Okay, so yang ni salah lah figure. Okay, ni figure asal, so salah. So you all masukkan sendiri figure. Boleh? Boleh kelas? Boleh?
Boleh.
Okay. So ni adalah working untuk NCI. Okay. PAT of Kaya 350. Okay. Tak ada adjustment untuk Kaya. Okay. We don't have debit. Okay. Kaya punya. Okay. Ada Kaya tapi last year. Betul? Nombor 5. Kaya punya. Kaya is a seller. Itu last year. So tak masuk kat sini. Ini current year sahaja. So last preference share dividend ada Kaya 10 million. So dapat amount dia kat sini. Okay, ingat NCI lah fair value. Okay, kat mana jumpa fair value tu? Saya ada soalan tak? Okay, ada soalan kat sini. Fair value. Ni, at fair value function number 3. The group policy is to measure NCI interest at fair value since it have, okay, nak tahu bila masa dia akan mengambil apa the effect of full value tu Fair value maknanya full goodwill. Okay, tengok kat sini. Okay, bila kita ada je impairment on goodwill dalam SOPL, kita mesti kena mesti terus terlintas. Okay. Alright, what with the NCI measurement? Partial or full? Kalau partial, settle, tak payah buat apa-apa. Okay. Now kita ada impairment dalam SOPL dan NCI is measured by using full goodwill. Bila full goodwill, kita kena tolak dengan NCI dia. Okay, sebab journal entry kalau full goodwill untuk adjustment tadi, impairment on goodwill. So debitkan retain profit mewah Debitkan NCI, kreditkan goodwill. Yang ni yang kita rekod dalam SOPL. Amount dia 2. Okay. So, acquisition kaya over mewah is 90%. NCI will be 10%. So 10% 0.2, this one will be 1.8. Okay. So dalam SOPL kita masukkan the whole things 2. Okay. The whole things 2. So kita nak tunjuk efek balik, retain profit mewah is only 1.8. So kita tolakkan dengan NCI 0.2. So that's why kita ada kat sini NCI $2 million, which is 2 million ialah 2 ni. Ni impairment on goodwill kalikan dengan NCI percentage dapat 0.2. Okay, yang ni saya rasa betul tadi saya kira. Okay, 44 minus 0.2 dapat 43.8. Betul kelas? Betul? 43.8. Betul kan? Betul? 10 plus 4, okay, 43.8. Lepas tu untuk senang, okay, sama juga dia punya acquisition ialah 4 months. So dia punya PAT kena portion. Okay, lastkan dengan depreciation 0.8. Information number 2. Okay, and then dia ada juga unrealized profit senang, information number 6. Okay, semua during the year. Okay, portion tak ada, so dapat nilai dia. Total ialah 6085. Yang ni betul sebenarnya. Okay, betul kan? 6085. Betul kan? So kat sini mesti 6085. Betul tak working yang saya buat ni? Total dia betul tak? Betul? Betul working dia? Total dia betul tak? Total dia. Betul kan? Betul ke salah?
60.85 betul.
Betul. Okay. Then, so you work out kat sini lah. Dapatkan nilai, dapat dulu dia punya TCI berapa. And then dapatkan balancing figure. So amount kat sini samalah. 60.85. Okay. So at least kita dah solve lah. Okay, a few question mark here. Alright. So yang ni, alright. Profit for the year tak tahu. Okay. Sebab yang ni NCI je tahu. NCI je 6085. Okay. So 60.85. Okay. So profit for the year untuk holding, dapatkan nilai. Acquisition during the year mesti ada. Revaluation during the year mesti ada. Akan ada sebab kita ada 3 times 18%. Dapat berapa? 3 times 18%. Nilainya adalah 0.58. Indirect, definitely kita ada indirect sebab ini adalah mixed group structure. Okay, indirect dia adalah 80 kalikan dengan indirect CT. So I don't think I need to explain here because I believe you already know what do you mean by indirect CT. How to get the amount indirect CT. Okay, so saya nak hadap kat sini ialah dia punya share. Okay, share kat sini. Alright, this one just refer pada SOCIE. Okay, untuk mewah 30,000. Untuk 10.5 dah lebih dah. 10.5, 11.5. Okay. Yang ni saya nak hadap ni. Yang lain nanti saya akan share. Okay, you all total je lah. Okay, yang lain ni tak ada masalah sebab saya dah explain tadi kan. Okay, so yang ni 20 ni adalah kepunyaan kaya times dengan 10% because mewah acquired kaya 90%. So NCI dia 10%. But untuk senang, okay, senang, okay, ini NCI dia 10% ni bukannya 10% yang direct tu. How to get this 10%? It should come from here. Okay, saya tunjuk. Ni untuk mixed group structure ya. Nak cari dia punya NCI untuk dividen. Okay, mewah, acquired kaya 90%. This one 10%. This is Senang. This is 80%. Okay. Untuk Senang, dia punya dividend is 15 million times the NCI sebab dia ada direct and indirect. So, kita ambil 80 tambah dengan 10%. Maknanya 90. So, 100 tolak 90%. So, tinggal lagi 10%. That's why saya kata 15 million times dengan 10%. Working saya tunjuk dekat solution adalah 100 minus 80% minus 10%. Boleh kelas? Ni untuk indirect. Okay? Boleh?
Boleh, madam.
Okay? So, kena nilai 2 ni, dia punya control interest cannot exceed 100%. Okay? Kalau exceed 100% maknanya soalan tu salah. Okay? So, dapatkan dia punya NCI, tambah 2 ni 80, tambah 10, dapatlah nilai. Okay? 10%. Ni working dia. Okay? Boleh? Alright. Ada soalan? Nanti saya share. Okay? So, you complete lah. Nanti saya betulkan, saya tak sure bawah ni dah betul salah. Rasa dah betul lah bawah ni. Saya rasa dah betul dah. Okay, ada figure tak masuk kat sini. Alright, nanti saya share dan you complete lah. Okay, masukkan berapa nilai. Saya tak sure figure sini betul ke tak. Sebab saya dah padam. Ada, senang betul. Okay. Alright, so ada soalan? Do you have any question? So next week, so this is our last discussion on the acquisition. Ini focusing on the acquisition period. So next class, over the weekend nanti, during the weekend, I will share with you the slide for the associate. We're going to discuss first the theory part of associate, what will be the treatment. Okay, what will be the